$1 doesn't mean anything. But when you start accumulating thousands of dollars and putting thousands of dollars together, now you got some motion. Now you can get something done. It's exactly how your vote works. One singular vote means nothing. Thousands of votes for the same thing means everything. So when your elders were telling you, oh, my vote doesn't count, they might be right. So let's stop looking at it as my vote and start looking at it as our vote. Let's start voting as a unit. See, when you start voting as a unit, you're no longer in a position where these people are going to tell you what they can do for you or what they're going to do for you. You're going to let them know, hey, you're not even going to get in if you don't give us what we want. So black men, I've accumulated a list. Black men from where I'm from, areas that resemble where I'm from. I put together a list. And this is what we should be getting ready to tell whoever's going to run for governor of California. Hey, this is what we want. And if you want our vote, this is what you're going to give us. And you're going to do it expeditiously. Like the head, here it go. Head one, get up in there, adjust that child support. Look here. Create a kid, you got to take care of the kid. That's cool. Very understandable. But y'all need to go in there, recalculate how that child support works. Y'all need to go in there and do some tweaking. And after y'all do the retweaking, when y'all give out that number, we need to be able to say what that number is. Go to the grocery store, buy that much amount of food, have her sign off on it, and turn it in. Don't just keep running around here snatching up out of people's checks, and then the day after child support, she got a brand new gold necklace and some bamboos, and her feet nails done, and a little kid hair all jacked up. No, if you say my child support is $200, I should be able to go buy ground beef, bread, milk, eggs, cheese, vegetables. If I got a daughter, go buy some hair grease, some rubber bands, and some Borettes, drop them off at the house, and get it signed off on. When school starts, I should be able to go drop off 3 pair of shoes, 6 pair of jeans, 3 shirts, and 2 coats. Get it signed off on. Stop putting the money in her hands. I don't like that. You shouldn't like that. California. Some of y'all ain't gonna like this, cause anyway, listen. I want my kid to be able to learn, so that my kid can be better than me. So what I'm gonna need you to do is put some discipline back in these classrooms. See, what a lot of parents don't know is, it's not that your kid isn't able to retain the information. It's that in the classrooms, the kids aren't able to receive the information because it's a badass kid running around the classroom causing havoc. All 40 minutes of that class time, or 25, 30, however long that class time is, it's 1 or 2 bad kids running around causing havoc. Every single day, the kid is being bad. Every single day, teacher got to stop class, take the kid outside, talk to the kid, or the kid running out the classroom, or the kid is saying words that probably should never be heard from your kid's age, but they're spewing them at the teacher. Eliminate that. Listen, I want you to go try to teach algebra with a tornado running around the classroom while you're trying to teach 30 kids that you're not supposed to add before you subtract, or you're going to get everything wrong, especially if it's a parentheses when you're trying to teach. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Yep. See, teachers are taught to educate. Teachers should not have to be behavioral counselors, and the schools are underfunded. So listen, I don't care if you got to suspend the kid, expel the kid, independent studies, alternative studies. But once that kid has shown a track record that they are not going to be able to control themselves, and their parents don't have time to come sit in the classroom and stop the kid, or the parent does come to the classroom, but the kid doesn't listen, remove them. Why my kid got to suffer because other parents can't control their kids? Nah, you want my vote? That's what you're going to give me. Say we got a problem with the police in the ghetto? Is that what y'all believe? That's what y'all say, right? The police be tripping. Police always acting up. Well, you know why the police act up in the ghetto? The ones that do act up? Shout out to the police. But the police they act up in the ghetto because they don't understand the ghetto. They don't understand that when certain cultures get loud, it's not a sign of aggression. It's a sign of love, community. But you understands that? People that come from that environment. So we're going to tell whoever's going to run for California governor the next month, hey, guess what? We want at least 85% of the people that's going to be police in this community to come from this community. That way it's easier for them to understand our lingo and how we communicate in the culture. I think that would solve a lot of problems that happen between police and civilians. And on top of that, we're going to throw some social workers in, some mental health specialists. Or just pay the police more and give them the proper training. One way or another, we're about to get this police problem fixed. Because for where I'm at right now, man, police know me, I know the police. I don't do nothing, I mind my business. When I'm driving 15 miles per hour over the speed limit, I look at them, I just ease off the gas a little bit. They look at me like, I look at them like, my bad. Then they go handle their business. Because they got more important things to do than sit there and communicate with me about something that shouldn't be communicated. I messed up, man. When I throw my hands up, this is not a sign of aggression, it's just how I talk. See that? Now, if Charlie from Beverly Hills was policing me and I'm talking to him like this and I'm patting my fist and I'm swaying back and forth and I'm just in my ism, he might think that I'm being aggressive, but I'm not being aggressive. But the homie Daquan that got himself together, he see me talking like this, he gonna start talking like this too, man. John, man, listen here, man, you got to chill, bro. And I'm be like, you right, I was acting. Shouldn't have been doing what I was doing. My bad. So, put that on the list. Y'all played with us, California. Y'all played with us. Y'all allowed marijuana to be legal in the state of California. But y'all regulated the hell out of who can operate marijuana businesses in the state of California. Listen here. Get rid of the red tape. Nope. Get rid of the red tape. Completely legalize it. Take all restrictions off. You want to put it at 21, that's cool. But you need to put it at 18. California, and on another note, everything in California should be the legal age 18. And I'm going to tell you why. California has too many military facilities. These young men come out here, they're willing to give their life for this country. You can't tell them, oh, you can't smoke a cigarette or a Black and Mild or smoke some weed or get a drink until you're 21, even though you probably about to go out there and put your life on the line and die for this country. Stop that. Now, back to the marijuana thing. It should be completely legal all the way across the board. Y'all need to pull them restrictions off. Don't nobody know no weed like a black man. But it's so hard for a black man to get into this marijuana business. Let the black man in to the marijuana business. Listen, if he's selling it on corner, just let him know, hey man, if you're going to be selling on this corner, I need you to get one of them vendor's licenses. I need you to have somebody from the city. It needs to be city regulated. All this county and all this state stuff, kill that. It needs to be city regulated. We need a city regulator to come out. Make sure that you ain't got no pesticides and stuff on. I need to, a couple days ahead, I need to be able to test the product that you're going to put out there. I can't have people dying because it's nasty people putting this fentanyl in there. Bam. Now, here is your tax ID number. You easily go acquire your own tax ID number. You go easily acquire LLC, and I'm going to need you to pay taxes on. Stop handcuffing us. Stop making things harder than it should be. This is free market economy. Capitalism is king. Unless you listening to them socialist people, capitalism is king. Allow people to capitalize on us being capitalists. You know what I'm talking about? California. White people, y'all gonna love this. It's gonna help y'all too. Say we got a problem in the ghetto. People just running up, snatching stuff, on flock. Before somebody robs somebody, they have to assess the threat level. A lot of times before a crime occurs, if a person realizes that they might not walk away from this crime, they won't commit the crime. You know what the greatest deterrent of being victimized is? I'm not going to pick that up, but having some fire. Why is it so hard to carry fire? In California, we should be able to openly carry fire in California. Y'all can make the background checks whatever you want. Y'all can make the tests whatever you want. But I should be able to, as a taxpaying citizen of these high-ass taxes in California, and as a businessman, or just a protector of my kingdom, or just a person that has to travel on the metro with all these dope heads, I should be able to have fire on my hip. The fire is going to deter bad things from happening. California, open that up. It's in the Constitution. It's the Second Amendment. Stop playing with us, man. Black fathers, we've already touched on the child support issue. We've touched on the school discipline issue. Because obviously we love our children, especially as 80s babies. Shout out to the 80s babies. Y'all out here putting it down, man. I'm very proud of us. We are breaking that generational curse. Now, I know all of us ain't with our kids' moms and stuff, but I see us all out here active, taking care of these kids, spending time with these kids. Touch my heart when I see a father outside with his tribe. Touches me. When I'm on Facebook and I see dudes I grew up with posting pictures of their kids, their daughters, their sons' football games, basketball games, doing ponytails, graduations, college ceremonies. Very touching. But dads, I want y'all to ask y'all sons a question. California, ask your son, especially your little sons, ask your sons, when they walk into the boys' bathrooms, have they ever seen a vending machine hanging on the wall? Ain't no vending machine, boy. That's the same thing your mama got in the cabinet in there, run empty when she turned into the exorcist once a month. Why are those in the boys' bathrooms? California, you want the black vote? We need those little dispensers that the boys don't need. We need those removed to the back. Why would a boy need that? Why would it? Hold on, let me take me some. Why would a girl who's transformed into a boy need that? Matter of fact, I don't want to think about it. You distracted me from where I'm at. We want them out. Black people. Tell whoever running, take the vending machines about the bathrooms. We don't need them. Most importantly, California, we want a little expungement. We want it expedited. We want it wrote into the criminal justice system. We want it wrote that whatever the crime is, as long as it's nothing nasty like PDFing or popping tops or doing anything violent with a weapon. Simple stuff like weed charges, jaywalking charges, domestic violence. Because a lot of domestic violence ain't really domestic violence. It's me and my old lady arguing, and then the neighbor called a cop who ain't supposed to be in my neighborhood in the first place, and he come over, and she done slapped me up, bow, and then I had a reaction. Not speaking to me generally, it's just stuff that I've seen people. Anyway, after 5 years, I need that to disappear. They ain't rid of that. But my job just don't need to see that. They don't need. If I'm flipping cheeseburgers, they don't need to know that me and my old lady be fighting. If I'm building houses or securing the perimeter, don't need to know that me and my old lady be fighting or that I bought some weed. Come on, man. Get these charges up off our background, man. Uber don't need to know that me and my girl be fighting. You know that if you got a domestic violence, that you can't drive for Uber and DoorDash in the state of California? I don't know about the other states. But California, do us a favor, make it easier. Because people want to get out here and make money, but they make mistakes as youth. Because we want to say that 18 and 21-year-olds are youth. But they make mistakes as youth. And these things linger. And if it didn't really cause harm to anybody, nobody got deleted, nobody got maimed, my job don't need to know about it. She sold a little vagina at 18. He sold a little grass at 18. Come on, these aren't the things that need to follow us for the rest of our lives. That's going to stop us from being security guards and construction workers and things of that sort. That said, I say that to say this. You ain't got to agree with all this, but it's a start. And it's just an example. This is what we need to do as a community before we just go out there and start giving away our vote. We need to come together, come up with demands that we want that will actually better our community. Nothing crazy, but something that's effective, and vote as a cohesive. We don't care about all that other stuff. Yeah, that's cute. You gonna put a statue up? Yeah, we don't care about that. But this is what we want. This is what we need, and this is gonna help us be better. So yes, when you see say your single vote doesn't count, it doesn't. But thousands of votes together make a difference. On my Johnny, like, share. I'm gonna say it again. Like, share. Whether you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, or you're on TikTok. You Facebook people are the worst. Y'all sit and tell me, hey, I saw your video. It's crazy because I know that you saw my video because I can see that you saw my video, but you didn't comment, you didn't like. You'll have 1,700 people see your video, and 2 people will like them. Come on, man. Help me build. The bigger my voice gets, the bigger impact I can make. For us, my people. I am blackity black. I just don't support people. Get your money white. All right, on my Johnny, like, share. See you on the next one.